Hello. There's no more bomb. We're back. We are back. Well, I say we're back. I'm back. I told Danny he can go home. He doesn't live near here, but I'm just around the corner. I'm like your local drug dealer, minus the drugs. All right, then. It looks like we got a 1-1. Luminosity moving to 4 rounds. I saw Tens was putting in work in the previous map. Oh god, it's warm in here, isn't it? It's bloody warm. I've got a D-robe. 4-1 for Luminosity. Alright, it's an eco round. Man like Daps holding the AK. He's got the armor, makes sense. He can take a fight. The rest can't. They'll get the aim punch. Not what it used to be, but it still sucks. This one wicked and this one big. This one wicked and this one crisp. This one wicked and this one bad. From your mum to your dad to the Islamabad. Kusta's picked up a scout. Alright then. Well, speaking of Kusta, I suppose I was too late because he's dead now. And I suppose now there's a decision to be made. Do you try and do more damage? Do you risk losing the AK? Or do you hold on? Do you hide? Do you lurk in the shadows? Do you hide in the darkness? Daps is doing exactly that. He's in CT spawn. He wants to keep his AK. He's running a protection racket in inverse. His teammates are protecting him. I didn't know Tenz's name was Tyson. Learn something new every day. We back, baby. Let me write a tweet to the masses. Oh, marvelous. Hello, internet. I feel like it's a post-apocalyptic, you know, you got the radio on. Is anybody out there? But we've got the great unwashed in Twitch chat to answer us. So, yeah. we let Dan go home. Robin is he's here and there. He went to a shop. So here we go. Cloud9 on the buy. We've got double AWP's Mixwell. He just can't get away from it, can he? Doesn't want an AWP, but that's why he does it. Straight in the face, through the wall. Phelps is gone. He's a goner. Briefly on MIBR. Now finds himself on the floor for Luminosity in this particular round, but now it's a 3 versus 3. Kusta and Automatic have been dropped. Mixwell, considering the ladder, goes up. Didn't see the player on the side. Do they go for a bomb plant? Ivy, so important for control for both sides. Mixwell going up and down, looking around the smoke, not finding anything just yet. In the meantime, Tens has picked up an AWP and he makes his way towards that Ivy position. That's a nice delay. He heard the bomb being planted, but there's no commitment there. Takes some damage in the meantime. We'll see what Tens can do. Skulls has planted the bomb, and there is Tens in that Ivy position, so strong. Bolt's rotating. With 8 HP, is there any point going for it? Probably not. He'll hold on to what he has, which will have to be a AK and a 3-round lead as Cloud9 find their second round. Excuse me, my asthma wants to trigger, so I had to stop talking for a second. Send me pictures, guys. Tweet me pictures of how you guys are watching. Be you in Brazil, North America, or elsewhere. I have people tweeting me saying, "Stay safe, level 1, James Bardoff." I'm not level 1, goddammit. I'm playing. As soon as we're done with the stream, I'm going to stream. I'm going to show you guys, even with my new and improved sense. Cloud9 back on the buy once again. Where's the sound gone? There we go. Double AWPs once more. Mixwell, not a fan of helmets, it seems. Skulls is making his way out of the round because Mixwell will take him out. They don't see where Daps is. He's running a fake, it seems, because we've got action on the A-bomb site where it is a massacre in the favor of Cloud9. I didn't see the first 2 maps, obviously, because we were... Well, since there was a bomb scare, we just went to an Indian restaurant. Had a korma. Steel through a smoke. Takes out Automatic in main. Automatic, a big play for Cloud9. A talisman at this point. Never short of a nice compliment when you meet him on LAN. So what was still suggesting something with that jump? Was he suggesting maybe that he might be in the ladder room position? You can see Kusta flanking above, so they know exactly where Steel isn't. He could have made his way towards Ivy, I suppose. Perhaps that's why Daps is rotating now. 35 seconds. He creeps into the side. There is a player just beyond Sandwich. Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. Opportunity. Not too many sound cues. 25 seconds. Oh, he's going to find another one. Where are the final 2? He can't have any idea. We've got Daps creeping towards that Ivy position. Again, so key to stop a bomb plant. Comes around the corner, Daps. And he can't stop the plant, but he can win the round. Gets more expensive than he might have expected. A nice effort from Steel. AWPs will be rescued, it seems. Will they take both of them? Or will they hold on to an AK-47? More delay from Daps to allow Kusta to find a second AWP, one would presume. There it is. Cloud9 with the consecutive. Right, let me look at HLTV. Let me have a look and see. And I think the last time I've solo casted a proper match, I feel like was 1, 2, at least, I think 2 or 3 offices ago, when we were in Soho in London. Now we're in Santa Monica. So the bomb scarer was partly because somebody thought they saw a pressure cooker. I don't know if there was one out there, but whatever happened, there was no BOMB. All right, so Inferno was 16 for 9 in favor of ex-Luminosity, and after a close game, Cloud9 toppled Luminosity on overpass 16 to 13. So a new look ex-Luminosity. Skulls. I don't know if Skulls was there last time we watched this team. Phelps probably wasn't either, probably on MIBR. So Bolt, Phelps, Skulls, Nekiz, and Steel. It's a mixed bag of Brazilian players. We'll see if they're able to find a new organization. 2 ops continue. Tens will stand in the flames to look for a frag. Won't get much of anything. It seems he'll re-aggress. In the meantime, we've got mollies through Ivy as well. 3 Luminosity players here. Or 3 T players. I suppose I shouldn't call them Luminosity at this point. But I don't think they'll be too mad. Smoke bounces off the side, and then a Molotov on the other side to deny information. Mixwell entertained for now. Combo grenades from Cloud9. But it seems that Luminosity will pop with a well-timed flashbang. Daps will eat some of that, but Automatic's here for the initial engagement. Daps can swing, but Automatic's good for 2. Ku's taken out on the other side. Automatic with some sound cues, pre-fire towards main. They know one of the last 2 players is there. Steel makes his way towards Sandwich. Oh, he must have jumped by accident. That makes me think his jump in the previous round It was a bit too far away to kind of bait somebody with a deliberate sound cue, so maybe it was an accident, but he's got a chance for another multi-frag. Quick reload, doesn't know where Mixwell is. That's a problem. Mixwell on the AWP. The high ground advantage may help him. Mixwell not revealing his position. Oh, he's missed his shot. 29 seconds now. Still, what does he choose to do? Well, the flashbang is a complete disaster. How much time does he have, really? Going towards Old Bomb, he can't make his way towards B. Surely he'll get taken out by Mixwell. An expensive round, but the comeback continues for Cloud9. That's 3 rounds from 3 now. Still plenty of money for Luminosity, despite a lack of a bomb plant. So this one, both teams will be buying down within an inch of their economy, which means that one of these teams will be able to pull away for a short time. There's an asterisk, a caveat. Of course, if Luminosity plant a bomb, then that may not be the case, because that bonus money may give them enough to cover the issues they might otherwise have. We'll have to see. There are some shortcomings. Kusta with the MP9. Forward incendiary. $600 thrown away. Make it 9 with the HE. It's a very expensive start to a round. Then the smoke as well. Oh, seems that was an abort, an abandoned ship. Mixwell forced from his position by a late Molotov, being very, very careful. Have been a few issues with snipers here. Tens will not expect them creeping up. From the bottom of that ladder, you can throw, I want to say it's a left and right click smoke, a flashbang rather. Nico, for FaZe, would throw it on occasion, but Phelps has gone straight past him. Now we've got some serious issues. You can see the bomb is outside the B bomb site. Phelps may have some sound cues of Mixwell. Now, he can hear the scope, but where is the second player? Ideally, you want to find 2 from this. Does he go for a knife kill? Oh my god! No! What is wrong? How on earth can he possibly have that awareness? No, that's just not fair, man. That's psychological warfare. Was it related to the frag on Ivy, perhaps? I don't know, because how is he doing a 180? There's no reason for him to do it, unless it's related to the action. Okay, so we can see... Why? What kind of big brain play is... I honestly don't know. I'm just like... I've never been so speechless. That is unbelievable. Imagine being on the receiving end of that. There's no reason for that. That should never happen. And now they're on Eco. We spoke about the big round. It starts from a 180 with Mixwell. And a 180 back. He's full MLG without the stickers. Oh my god. I don't have anybody, like, I have to commentate now, but I'm still kind of just recovering from the absurdity, the sheer absurdity. That's got to be the Hyper X Factor. It has to be. I demand it. That's just ridiculous. I think psychologically the match may be won at that point. How can you stop thinking about that? Look at this. What is the meaning of this? It's a no-scope as well. And then he 180 straight back. This is ridiculous. Why? That is wild. All right then. Well, there's 5 rounds in a row for Cloud9, looking for number 6. Daps with some savage aggression. He's going to catch a Molotov. Time to fall back though. Trying to support Mixwell, but he'll take it in the face from bombs. They know a second player is on the B bomb site. No race car. Now we'll see what Cloud9 choose to do. Luminosity have never been a team shy of playing out a slow round. Maybe they'll expect a forward play from Cloud9. Perhaps they'll get one. You can see automatic moving closer. The shadow, though. I was going to say that had to be free for Phelps. Wasn't quite free, but he did get it. Kusta avoids the... Oh, no, he doesn't avoid it. Phelps is creeping through the smoke. That's 1, but 1's not good enough. There are more players in that main position, and down he goes. That leaves Daps alone now. 1 versus 4. Man like Daps. Still on the B bomb site. Money is not perfect for Cloud9. There's not much for him to do at this point, but try to self-preserve. Luminosity will tie the score. So that'll be good for another buy. Automatic is short. I don't know if that sound cue will be heard, but he scoped it. Nice shot from Daps now. Does he reset the situation? Oh, he's boxed himself in. Trying to jump onto the rail. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. Has he got a quick scope in him? There's a double peek being lined up. Oh, strafed just before shooting. It's going to be a hard save, but that might help him do it. Both players are behind him now. There we go. Can he get around the corner? Oh, he's so close. Luminosity just have the money to survive this. The thing is, they lost so many players, but Cloud9 can still buy. Only automatic is short, so... For one of these teams, both their lost bonuses are kind of crap now. So this is still a potential swing round for what remains of this half. We still have the AWP for Mixwell. They've still got 3 M4s and an AUG, so despite automatic not starting with much, they've spread the wealth. They've got enough grenades, so they don't have to go for an aggressive play, which Luminosity may look for. Ex-Luminosity. The Brazilians. I could say the Brazilians. How about that? 3 players for Cloud9 were in B, but Mixwell's gone back towards A. No one is too focused on Ivy for Cloud9 at present, but maybe these grenades will change that. Is automatic looking for a flash. Oh dear! Gotta be careful with these smokes. It's another free frag. Wasn't so free when Phelps was in the same situation, but it should have been, and he did get the kill regardless, even if he was left low. Eat that. I think with a flashbang like that, you're hoping for some free information if the T starts shooting. If they're expecting a peek, for example, but Mixwell need no peeking. He'll kill everybody regardless as they swing in eventually. And Steel is left for 1 versus 4. Let's not forget the damage when they were chasing Daps in the previous round. Now we can see the impact of that. Rocus Pocus, $3,000. Not going to be great for Luminosity. Now, do they force buy and fight for 2? Not a bad shot from Kusta. Comfortable with the AUG. Ooh, the second play got taken out, and then the first, if I'm not mistaken, by Mixwell. Mixwell has so much talent. It's really awesome to see him playing North American Counter-Strike again. He's a family man. Ooh, timely. Oh, dear. Phelps left with 20 HP, and he gets a rifle for his troubles. All but Skulls have armor for the Brazilian squad. So Phelps will switch out to somebody else. Nikiz will take the helm in that respect. He has a smoke as well. Could go towards Connector. But they'll just go down with no warning instead. This is actually pretty hard to jump to, this position. He's done a good job. He's made it easier, but 3 versus 2 could be winnable. Then again, maybe not. Somehow a clean frag on the bomb planter without the bomb being planted. Yeah, there's a map in the workshop called Jumps Training. Have a look at it. One of the jumps is onto that side. It's not a silo, but top of the train. I can't do it most of the time. There are some old jumps as well, some vintage jumps from the window that used to be in the hut on Nuke, from the roof, and various other things. It's a fun map to try. Last round of the first half, we've got a Molotov, an incendiary rather. Doesn't quite go into main, but the grenade certainly will. T stuck behind the choke points at the moment. Nobody towards Ivy. The bomb's been left in T spawn as players are trying to push into B and A at the same time. Not quite working out. Automatic finally exacts his revenge, and suddenly it's a 5 versus 2. Perhaps soon to be 1. Bolts on 9. So HG goes too far. Second CT here if needed. Bolts will quietly walk away. But how on earth are Luminosity going to win this? Bolt creeps to upper B. The bomb is with Steel, just going past the ladder now. But surely this is a cannon fodder situation. The peak will be punished by Mixwell. 17-4-7 now. Enjoying the luxuries of the CT side of Nuke. Nuke train, excuse me. So it will be 9 rounds for Cloud9 at half-time, but 6 on the T side. Luminosity could come away with a W here in the last map, despite Mixwell's shenanigans. We'll see you after the break. Oh, okay, maybe there's no break. We'll have to wait and see. We'll find out. It's all crazy here in post-bomb scare Santa Monica. Nobody knows what's going on anymore, but... Okay, so maybe he was about to rotate or something, right? Because he turned around and you see him slowly moving just a little, and then he no-scopes a dude in the face, okay? I don't know. I need to ask Mixwell some questions about this play after the game. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what the meaning of this is. Okay, we're going to continue. There will be no break. Okay, so so Phelps apparently was in shock. I hear from production that 3 rounds after that play, Phelps said to Mixwell, "Did you hear any sounds?" And Mixwell said, "No. I just thought I'd turn around and 360 you, then turn around again and just wreck your mate as well." I don't know why you're trying to go towards B, but I had to give it to you, man. I had to tell you. That's not. I mean, this is not a quote anymore. This is just me. Like I'm writing a comic, a Mixwell comic now. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Here we go. Will there be any P250s on the T side of the train? There will not be, but there will be 2 men with utility, Kuster and Daps. The Q-Daps connection. Got a HE for Skulls, sound cues for Steel. Hello. Does he drop it immediately? He does. Ooh, they've gone for a combo. It's like a cheap lunch in London for the working man and woman. Grenades into the A bomb site. Neckers tries to block. Doesn't quite work though. I feel like that doesn't often give you much when you collide with a smoke grenade, at least not for me. Not a too shabby a start from him. He needs a second one though. That would be great, and it is great. A bomb plant being attempted, and Bolts will finish off the job in that respect. Boosted up and connected early on, and all the frags going away with Luminosity. This to me basically means a tied score. Unless a forced buy is one, because there's no bomb plant for Cloud9 in that round. There's barely any frags, if any. I'm not sure. Maybe there was one. And again, 6 rounds on the T side. I think you could be confident. You could be. I'm not saying that you should be. But you could be confident for Luminosity. Going into the CT side, having won the pistol, starting with 6 rounds. It's a promising situation. It's their turn to have the favor, the luxury of the angles, the choke points. So tight, so difficult to get through. Oh well, that's not a good start with the molly. But there's another one from Skulls. I wonder if he named himself after the MP7 Skulls. One of the original skins that nobody wanted in CS. Alright, we've got a 4-man on road for Cloud9. They haven't really invested, I don't think, anything into this round. And it will show in the kill feed. That's baiting for the glory. Not going to work out for it. Right then, I suppose the rifles are coming out. 4,400 average for Cloud9. Reasonable grenades. Their spawns are pretty far back, so fast play into A. Well, it could be supported with flashbangs, but it might not be easy. Apparently, chat was commentating the game beforehand. I respect that. Props to you guys. All right, Daps is going to be the first one out. He's going to be the information man, cutting off CTs, trying to get to that ladder position, but can't quite find the frag. Kusta will pick up the slack. Only good for one. No, that's the bomb now on the floor. And we've got 2 Cloud9 players in that ladder position. Automatic trying to make a play towards B, but they know the bomb is in main. And there's a flank in Steel. This is a bonus round in respect to the weaponry on the CT side. And you will hear the sound cues. He's got an off angle, which can never be expected by Mixwell. Looking towards IV, taken out from a closer position. Well, that's a pain, isn't it? Maybe if he's up high on the stairs, he could look over it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Got to be careful on the corner of these smokes. Well, he's in a very precarious position, facing 2 CTs. In the meantime, Tens has to do something from this ladder position, because I think Automatic is soon to die. There's no way. Oh, Steel! It was free! He was facing the wrong way! Now Tens knows where one of the 2 remaining players is. 40 seconds on the clock, but is the position of skulls good enough. Oh, Neckers, did he spot? It's hard to say. I think maybe he did. Oh dear. Well, Luminosity will survive. Still no bomb plant, and now Cloud9 on a half buy, and there is the 9-9 we were looking for. We expected. Loss bonus is rising, soon to be maximum. Luminosity, though, soon to be in the lead. Unless something goes terribly wrong. No drama. The rifle is under control. Not too much invested in this round from Cloud9, considering they have some extra to spend because of the loss bonus that's coming through, but maybe they have other uses for this money. Maybe it gives them more utility in the long run. The cool thing about the solo cast is that the dead air is completely in my control, so in a round such as this, there's a whole lot that's not going on. And it's hard not to say the same thing all the time. Cloud9 trying to get a frag, trying to make it expensive, trying to use the grenades. Other than that, we can do... Well, let Sliggy do the storytelling. While we were kicked out of the office by the Popo, he was in some kind of establishment using the Wi-Fi, remotely trying to observe, which one has to respect. Alright, so Luminosity have made it to double figures. Cloud9. Bonus money with the bomb plant, maybe unexpected. And now the game really starts. Now we are at the business end of the shotgun. Tristar, what lies in wait for him? No rifle yet. Going for the Krieg. Krieg is a comfortable weapon for a sniper. It's always nice using the scope. Into Sandwich goes Daps. He's getting his Chris J on. The fast plays, the smoke towards Ivy, area control, strong stuff. Makes it hard for the CTs to have a two-pronged assault should he want to go deeper, have a look towards stop sign, for example. We can see that... who is that on the side? Can't see. Phelps. The flashbang is there. Daps moves to the right. Plays it well, but he gets stuck. And now he's dead. And now the choke points are with the Blues once again, the Brazilian squad. The scope was heard, but still Mixwell delivers a kill. Maybe unexpected, automatic activating now. The B bomb site has been open for business. I don't know if the bomb's been seen just yet. Has he seen a dome? He has now. And Neckers, I don't know if he's seen anybody in this round. He hasn't fired any bullets. And maybe he won't get to. Bomb making its way towards the A bomb site. With some security. Oh no, Mixwell's upstairs actually. Tends being careful. Well, too late to leave now. Through the window. Yeah, nice. Rop style. First guy I saw that do that was Rops. Pretty solid stuff. Didn't really need any specific lineup. Like any tedious one anyway. Did what he could, but it wasn't much considering the circumstances. And now Luminosity's money has very quickly been drained by the spy. 3 to 4k on most of the Cloud9 players. It's pretty tight, man. Guys, tweet me. Tell me, if you watched this whole game, send me some tweets and let me know how the previous games were. Who looks stronger? Who looks better out of these two teams? It is a dramatic change for Luminosity versus the rosters we're used to seeing from them, so I do wonder. The street was still closed downstairs when I came up. I had to crouch under some security line. But they let me go up because, well, I don't know why actually. Oh, it's barred off. Yeah, no problem. We saw your tweets to Snowden. Okay, Skulls is close to the ladder. Bolts is in that retake. Oh, no. He was exposed, now he's dead. The Molotov doesn't go deep enough to stop a bomb plant on default. Phelps, that's a cheeky peek from him. Still wielding the AWP, trying to create some space. Still will get taken out. And now Cloud9 have a man advantage, moving deeper into the train yard. And that's going to force ex-Luminosity from their positions. And they will have to concede this round. Daps may have the sound cues. He may have an inkling that they're giving this up. And he may look to harass. Looks like a nice guy, but it turns out he's pretty keen on harassment. As he leads his followers, his cult followers of Cloud9, to do the same. Cloud9 move to 11. They take the lead after a prompt comeback from the Brazilian squad early in this half. Now, if Cloud9 can keep the Brazilians broke on their CT side, obviously that will help. I mean, it goes without saying, but I think especially when you have such advantages, when you have momentum and a full buys with these choke points like on train, that can go a hell of a long way. Area control. Deep mollies from the T's, but aggression from the Brazilians, moving close towards Sandwich. But we've got the wide swingers. Neck is just caught in the middle of nowhere. Got to know where you can stand. Can't stand there for free. And it gets worse for the Brazilians. Phelps with a right-click grenade, does nice damage. Can he follow up with a shot with the AWP? Not on the first attempt, or the second. Still on the flank. We still have Bolts looking for a flank or something in B. Makes his way towards Connector. Perhaps there'll be a boost. Steel spotted one, but can he find a second one? He can, but he can't find a frag. Kusa facing the wrong way. A flick from Phelps, but he won't be able to even choose to fall off the top. He'll be forced from that position by Automatic. And Bolts can do no more. 12 rounds for Cloud9. Luminosity had early success, but since the full buys, not so much. Third round in a row for Cloud9 in the meaty end of this baguette of Counter-Strike. Or what's like a bread thing you eat in America? A hot dog of Counter-Strike? That doesn't sound great, does it? We can do better than that. What kind of food do you get at baseball games? Like
it's hot dog.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dogs is not a sexy phrase, is it?
It's not.
It's not the greatest phrase.
Nachos.
No. What about corn dogs? This corn dog of Counter-Strike. They're at the business end, the meaty end of this corn dog of Counter-Strike. That's very American.
You eat Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks?
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
It's like a.
Is that a biscuit thing?
No, it's like It's like popcorn. It's like
popcorn.
There's like candy popcorn.
Candy popcorn.
Some almonds in it.
Okay, I need pictures of Cracker Jacks. Tweet it to me immediately.
Yeah,
you know what's gross in
like
American cinemas? When you get when you get popcorn and they just cover it in that liquid butter stuff. That's like bin juice, man.
That's the good stuff.
Oh, that's wrong. Anyway, Cloud9 are in a strong spot. Luminosity on Eco. We've got a CZ and a Desert Eagle out for the CT boys. 10's in a very forward position. He's inviting variance. Needs some help, though. Will Kusta check? He will, and he is far better equipped. Starts walking through the smoke like it stars in their eyes, but he's been taken away by security. 4v3, 10 gets his bell rung and more. All the HE lands. It'll do some damage. That can be followed up upon. No one has Kevlar for Luminosity. They picked up no rifles. Tight spray from Automatic. He'll invite the repeats. AK picked up and dropped. And now it's Bolts looking to trade fraggers. Nothing doing. Luminosity are in trouble now. They need to get some W's on the board. Cloud9 are pulling away at the worst possible moment. They've got so much money as well. Even if Luminosity win a round, Automatic's got 14k basically. So they need to win. They need to win in numbers. They have a lot of pressure coming their way. Some choose to throw the mollies inside main. Some choose to like bounce it off the wall, so it stops them getting towards that optimized position, for example. Same with HEs, they vary in their usage in that direction. Phelps repositioning. A grenade executes. Skull sees nothing. Doesn't even fire his weapon. Phelps misses the flick, but he won't miss that one. But he'll be traded. The numbers game is overwhelming for Cloud9. As you can see on the X-ray, there is a flank coming. But with the bomb planted, how many rounds can they get? Previously, Kusta was waiting for this. This time Mixwell is, with a completely different angle. Still manages to get a shot off, actually, but above the head of Mixwell. And Bolts, once again, is the last man and just has to fall back. Choices are taken away from him. Cloud9 moving to 14, and Luminosity probably going to have to eco and then play for 5 rounds in a row, I suppose. Ooh, awkward. When you shoot, when you get baited, you fire that shot with the AWP, you know it's curtains. You're not close enough behind cover, you know you'll be peeked, you know there's nothing you can do about it. Two more rounds for Cloud9. 5 in a row now. It has not been too hot for Luminosity in this half. Cloud9 with the first pistol. No, wait a minute. I think Luminosity have won both pistols, no? Yes, they have. Well then, it's a noble effort from Cloud9. I respect that. Trying to punish the reload. It is an eco round after all. Cloud9 have got all their bases covered. Kusa towards Ivy. Mixwell watching main. We've got plays above B and a ladder room as well. So if there's any aggressive plays from Luminosity, at least there'll be no flanks. Outrageous. Out bloody rageous. I wonder if Kusa gets the second AWP more often since I last saw Cloud9. I tried to demand it. Scarves and steel remain. And the damage is inconsequential here. They just have no choice. They have to eco. 35 seconds on the clock. Mixwell collects the bomb. And Steel is surrounded. Trying to buy time, but again, the entire team is around him. There's only so much he can do. Match point Cloud9. It was looking dangerous for them, but they've put themselves in a position to win. Quite a few of them, actually. They've got 4 buys until the sun comes down. Okay, Ellie Hant, 28 from Twitter says, Thames and Kusa look really strong for Cloud9. Tim is struggling to adjust back to rifling. I would be surprised if Tim would struggle with anything long term. Mixwell taken out. Automatic seems to be doing just fine in this game. Always a versatile player. Okay, thank you for the pictures of Crackerjacks. I will never be eating any of those. 4 versus 4. There is a bomb plant on the B bomb site, and look at Daps. He is miles away on the radar. Looking for a flank of a flank, but no one is coming in his direction, so we focus on, well, basically tens in this situation. He's the only person close to some engagements. Connector will be an issue with 20 HP. Maybe he takes a back seat. Daps still moving in slowly, just in case there is a late rotation from the ladder, but there won't be. It is Nekiz now. Nekiz versus the world. Nekiz versus Cloud9. That bomb is too far ticked, and there are too many Cloud9 players, and it will be 16-10, so Cloud9 will take a 2-1 over Luminosity in an action-packed day of Counter-Strike. This will be the end of our day. This is the final game. Again, we weren't here to watch the first 2 games because the police said no, but now we can see some highlights. How about this? How about that? That's just... what can you say about that? I'd love to know what Mixwell... It has to be sheer coincidence, but it's just wild to look at. So it's a shame. I wish I was here to see the entire best of 3, just to see how Cloud9 are shaping up at the moment. Is everybody comfortable in their current roles? Are there any notable issues, let's say on CT side positions and so on? There's many questions to be answered. Trivia, since Kenyes is in this video, at ESL Cologne 2016 Major, oh hello, there was a pool in the hotel and there was like these chairs on the side, and Apex was there as well. We were doing backflips off the chairs into the pool. When it came time for my backflip, Kenny slapped me on the arse. I just kind of fell over. Blue was there as well, and he can't flip to save his life. He has the turning circle of a tank. Anyway, that's the action from Cloud9. We wait for the bracket to be updated, and also the HyperX X Factor of the game, which we'll see shortly. But here is today's action. Team Liquid versus Sharks. Cloud9 versus NRG are the matches to come in the semi-finals for week number 1 of ECS season number 8. Interesting. I do wonder how INTZ are looking now in the absence of the likes of KNG. Sharks 2-0. I'm not too familiar with Sharks, but that's a false start for INTZ, but they still need to kind of redesign their team as one of their primary players is no longer with them. Well, HyperX X Factor of the game. They're right there. Show me the money. Show me the Mixwell. Show me the double 180 MLG. Get your stickers in there. Oh, give it to me. Honestly, just being on the receiving end of this, what were you thinking? Look, what the... That is unbelievable. And from Mixwell's perspective, no bother, just delivers a random kill on somebody behind him, turns around to land another one. I think that's one of the best Hyper X Factor plays of the game that we're going to see. That's just absolutely absurd. But that's going to bring our day to a close. An action-packed day of almost bombs outside the office. Glad that they were almost, and well, not almost, but glad they weren't bombs. Let's just say that, because you know, someone's got to go. Did they have a robot going to have a look at it or something? With the little.
Yeah, they sent a robot, tipped it over, picked it up, and then they brought it away.
They sent okay, so
yeah,
a
it
robot.
was all on live TV.
Oh, sweet! So a robot came along and did robot things and like inspected the package. So I'm glad they have that stuff, because nobody wants to put lives at risk. So glad that was a false alert, and it's interesting. We managed to make it back and get one more map in. So anyway, that's going to bring the action to a close for today. But we will be back tomorrow with European and North American Counter-Strike. Subscribe to the channel, follow the YouTube, follow the channel, subscribe if you want to. It's up to you. There are emojis there and so on. And we will see you tomorrow for more Counter-Strike action. Cheers for tuning in, and goodbye.